Welcome back to Cryptogains for another video. I want to show you what I see in the Bitcoin price charts, but this is a bit different. I've made sort of like a Bitcoin, or let's call it a crypto diary, where I sort of like print everything that I can think of in my head in terms of things that have happened in the past, like specific events. And I think I'm going to continue to do this for as long as I can now. And actually, I'm kind of pissed off with myself because I should have done this a very long time ago. If it sounded interesting, drop a like, give me a subscribe. I've been here since 2015. So I've seen huge amounts of cycles. Well, I say huge amounts. I've seen the three of the biggest cycles, right? 2017, 2021, and this one coming, yeah. And I just want to discuss my thoughts on this thing that I'm going to do, because I think it's going to help a lot of people as well. So what I've done here is I've created a brand new chart for Bitcoin on the weekly time frame. I mean, I can change it to any time frame, it doesn't matter. And what I'm doing is I'm putting in these sort of vertical lines on the most strong events of what people feel at that time and what I feel or what I felt at that time. So right now, if you take a look at this one right here, where we are right now today, at the time of recording this video, I'm basically saying everybody thinks the bull market is done. You can, if I zoom in, you can see it here, right? Everybody thinks the bull market is done. Everybody's pissed off and feeling down and stuff. And I've kind of added like an image of the, the fear and greed as well. So this is the fear and greed. And if you look closely, it's a number 34. So it's in fear at the time of recording this video. And I think something like this is a must. I think everybody should have a form of a crypto diary, something where you can document or just sort of put down how people feel at that time. What's the sentiment like? This is like a sentiment diary of the entire market. And I think that we will see as time goes on what will really happen with the market. And then you can understand in the future that if we ever face a similar situation again, you can say, well, actually, this is how it was in the past. Maybe this is going to happen in the future. And let's just take this as an example. And I've got green candles for when markets are really savage high and I'm sort of like thinking about taking profits. Red is like when it's at its down of the bottoms, everybody's just pissed off and just think it's going lower and things like that, right? So let's start with the first one. And again, I should have done this way back. I've only just thought of it now. And who knows, I might update myself if I can remember some of the things that I thought of in the past and how I felt. So anyway, this one here was a very big event here because I made a time capsuled video. And at this time, when we saw the market shoot up, people were thinking that we were going to go much higher. Many people were saying that actually we're going to go to like 100K for one Bitcoin. And at that time, I was saying to patrons, I think it probably may be a smart idea to take profits. And I made a time capsuled video explaining, and in the video, it shows way before it even got to this part, price was probably down here somewhere, way before, when it got here, that this is what I was going to do. And at that time, take a look at the fear and greed. The fear and greed at that time was a level 82, right? Again, this is going to be a powerful little diary because it will basically show us what the market's feeling at the time, how greed or fearful it is, and what I'm doing. And then if it ever happens again in the future, you can sort of look back and say, oh, well, this is what it was like back then. This might happen again, right? So it was an 82. It was extreme greed at that time. I took profits. And a lot of patrons are like, well, why are you doing it now? Do you remember that? Time capsule video, uploaded it 1 month later to YouTube. And this is what I said. I said, I think we may see a pullback. I'm taking profits. That was my time captured video. It was lottery changing money. Lots of people keep going in the comments, he's got loads of money to invest. Well, because I took profits at the right time. You see, I rode it right back from way when, or just this particular cycle, I was buying down here, rode it up to here, which was a massive pump for altcoins. And then I had that money to, sort of invest. As time went on, that was sort of like week after that was sort of like the max. So I didn't even sell it at its highs. And then it started to come back down, right? And then we saw a massive drop. The lowest we saw it fall at that time, the whole crypto market, or at least Bitcoin, which brought the market down with it. Actually, let me get the measuring tool. Bitcoin saw a drop of at least, how low does it go? What's this one down here? Right down here, right? Of at least 32%, maybe 33%. Which we haven't even seen that right now. I mean, obviously if it happens, I'll update you. But we saw a 33% drop. And if I move this red candle, at the red line out of the way, you can see the wick right down here, right? You can see right down here the wick, and it got bought back up. So it fell at least 33%, right, ish. And I was saying, well, people were saying at that time, we are going lower. At that time, when Bitcoin was around 49, 50,000, many people were saying Bitcoin's going lower, it's going to 30K. I remember, because I remember seeing it all the time in the comments, we're going lower, we're going to 30K. And I was saying at that time, the market is not over yet. I think we're still going to see another high come. I think we're still going higher. And at that time, the fear and greed index was a 17 in extreme fear, right? So this could be a powerful sort of documented series, guys, where I think you should really pay attention to this. So going back on what I think now, everybody thinks the market is over, right? The market's done. We take a look at the fear and greed, it's a level 34, right? I'm saying I think we're going to go up at least one more time for a final wave. We will see if it happens. If it doesn't, fine. And then, I'll update it as time goes on. But as I'm recording right now, Bitcoin's price is, you can see here, 83,246. I will see what happens as the weeks come on, and I will continue to update you with this. And I would like to believe that in the future, this will come up, reach at least 122,000 in the future, and then I can somewhere in the future print a green line just like this, and then I can make a brand new bubble. We can look at the fear and greed index, and I can print it all just like what I've done here, and then I will take it from there with you, yeah? So if you like this, stick around. It's going to be a powerful way to look at the market. Like and subscribe, get my words out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.